let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. Um, how we gonna handle this? If we gonna get rid of we gonna get rid of the Princess Gina first. Princess Gina and Stefano Demero, Steve Johnson. We gonna go down that road. Um, Stefano, again, more mistakes, more errors. Like, you just the king of errors these days, aren't you? Like, you already then broke Kayla Hart into a million pieces playing as her husband, but you're not really her husband. And then on top of that, you calling yourself want to go down memory lane with her and don't remember none of the lane you going down. How Kayla on this aisle and you going down that aisle? If you gonna take over somebody's life and body and face, please, please, please make sure you going with the right information and you have the correct facts. Like, how many times you gonna keep on messing up? If you don't know what you're talking about, just sit there and call her sweetness. She might believe it in. But pretending like you know what she talking about, then up here saying, oh, remember this when we did this and that and that and that. Yeah, she said, that never happened. I was never mean to you. I was never bossy to you. You was never mean to me. I was never mean, well, I was never mean to you. Never boss you around, and you never did the same to me. Now, where you getting this from that I was the boss of you? I was running you around. I was controlling you. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, the best thing you can do is sit there and be quiet and let Kayla lead the way. Like, how many mistakes how many of these errors you think you're going to get away with? Okay, fine. You done been in Salem for all your life. It's obvious. You don't know the history and or you don't know what you talking about. But yet, you keep on opening your mouth and keep on inserting your foot in your mouth while you talking. Like, why do you want to play the Steve and Kayla game when you know you're going to get an F every time? Why are you trying to play like memory? Why are you trying to go down memory lane and you know every time you try, you're going to look like a fool? Why? You been in Salem your whole life, I'm assuming. You ought to know these people or a little bit about their history or a brief lesson. Like, if you knew you was taking over Steve's body, shouldn't you have got a autobiography, somebody that knew what you was doing, or better yet, somebody could have told you all the Steve live, the history with Kayla and the kids and all this and all not just take over somebody else's life and pretend like you know what you're talking about when you don't know what you're talking about. I give Kristen credit. At least Kristen did know what she was talking about sometimes. Well, 50% of the time, at least Kristen did run Nicole live somewhat the way Nicole would run her live, minus being mad and angry at everybody. Like, Kristen did a good job running as and playing as Nicole the little bit of time she did last. She barely had mistakes, barely had errors. That goes to show you that Kristen made Nicole tell her everything she need to know to get as far as she can go with the Nicole mask, and it looked like you didn't do the same or have somebody give you the background or the background or stuff you're gonna need when it comes to Steve. Most of Steve live is been with Kayla. You ought to at least know about 20, maybe 30% of that what you talking about. Like, come on, you don't know nothing. Nothing at all. Like, come on, Stefano. Like, why don't you just go ahead and just put Stefano on your shirt. Just put Stefano on your shirt and let everybody know. Stop playing the game. Stop assuming. Stop guessing like you know what you're talking about. And every time you try, you fail. I don't know where you got Kayla was running Steve at, and I don't know where you got that where Steve was running Kayla at. We don't know where you got that from. That must be in the back of your mind of how you control women and boss women around, and you know the boss women around and talk bad to women and talk down to women. No, that's you, Stephen. No, that ain't nobody else. Don't nobody else treat their women like trash besides you and Victor. That's y'all two pirate hungry old men. That ain't nothing to Steve. Like, if you don't like, I just don't get you at this point. Like, I'm just sitting back watching and wondering when you gonna reveal, when you gonna tell on yourself, when is somebody gonna catch on. How long is it gonna take for Kayla to catch on? You keep it up, she gonna catch on. And it seems like every time a story come up about a story come up about them, that's where you seem to get the most caught up in and most trapped in. Like, it don't even much make no sense at this point why you keep on getting caught up in these lies that you think you know what you're talking about, but you really don't know what you're talking about. Like, come on, Stefano, like, you got to do better. Or just, like I said, Stefano, right here across your shirt, go ahead. Go ahead and reveal yourself. Better yet, they even more tell on yourself. Go ahead and put your pinky ring on your pinky finger, and that'll tell everybody who you is. Cause you is doing a bang up job of Steve. Like, many people have tried, and many people have tried, and many people have done an imitation of somebody. It seems like you're doing the worst for 2020, well, for 2019 and 2020. Look like you're gonna end up for this award. I thought it was gonna be Princess Gina. Princess Gina right now knows she called. She playing around talking about Hope can't be called. But now that they didn't call her, and I guess you trying to find a way to escape or whatever you calling yourself doing with Kayla, got Kayla patching you up, going around telling old lies like you know what you talking about. At this point, go ahead and tell on yourself, buddy. Go on ahead. Once you go ahead and tell everybody you Stefano, I'm pretty sure won't nobody be surprised or shocked about that. Cause you really doing the most with this Steve body, and it ain't getting you nowhere whatsoever, and you look very foolish trying to act like you somebody you can't stand. So moving on with that. Kay, just my luck, they would prosecute you, but you been arraigned, which means you probably ain't gonna get nothing but a slap on your wrist for covering this all up, harboring two fugitive, doing what you doing. More than likely, all you gonna get is just a pop on your hand. So it's funny that you're being arraigned, but we already know you didn't make them people do the stuff they did. You were just covering them up and protecting them and hiding them or whatever. So, more than likely, you might, well, I was going to say more than likely, you might get probation. But I highly doubt you will get there. You'll get something out of it, I guess, something. And Princess Gina, you just don't realize your time is up too, sweetheart. While you sitting up there playing around with Sean, talking about referring me as Princess Gina, whatever her last name is, you can cut that on out. Cause just like Dr. Roth transformed you into Hope, like Sean said, they can get Princess Gina. They can get Hope back if they want Hope back, which is they're gonna get Hope back cause just cause he hypnotized you, got you thinking you Princess Gina. Hope can come back at any time, and you sit there and play your little last couple of cards, I guess, cause that's about all you got left. Is a few cards left of all you got left is a few cards left at your disposal, and after that, your game is up too. just like Stefano game is up. And like always, when they do manage to catch him, he gonna escape just like they thought they had him the last time when he was in that jail cell and he managed to escape. So just so you know it, he gonna escape again. It's something about Stefano. They can't catch him and he managed to escape every time they think they got him. So keep on playing your cards, Gina. You ain't gonna get nowhere with it, but keep on trying, though. Nice try, though. Ben and Sierra, like I said before, I ain't gonna spend too much time on this because y'all was literally the most boring people on these 2 episodes. Sierra, you didn't start yourself up. You didn't start yourself up, and I don't know what to tell you, so yeah. I don't know what to tell you with this. This is going to get you in a whole lot of trouble. Trouble you don't want to be in, but this is going to get you in a whole lot of trouble. And go ahead and let Ben go. He out, let the man run. Don't run behind that man, Sierra, because like I said, you do not want to ruin your life running behind that man. Um, you do not want to waste ruin your life running behind that man, sitting up there, ruining your life, the little bit of life you do got left where you young. You don't want to ruin your life. You think about college, your career, your future. You don't want that on your record, harboring a fugitive, helping the escapee or whatever they call prisoner escape. You don't want none of that on your record. So, like Chad said, once Valentine's Day over, spend your time with Ben. Let that man go. Don't run behind that man. But then again, you hard-headed as I don't know what. Just like your mom and your daddy was. So, I got a feeling once Ben try to escape, you going to be right there behind him like a little puppy, running behind him. And God knows you do not need that, or you don't need that on your record. Who next? Xander, Polly Pocket, Eric, Nicole, Kristen, Brady, and the other crew, I guess. So, Nicole not a match, Eric not a match, Polly Pocket not a match, Kristen not a match. So, did I say everybody? Eric not a match, Nicole not a match, Brady not a match, Kristen not a match. So the results from all them people that got tested, all of them was no match. So Victor went, Zelda went to Victor telling him that ain't nobody no match. So he want to try the little tight angle again, which probably got him in trouble and alerted Brady that you up to something. Why do you want me to get my son tested get my young son tested for Mackenzie, even though during a bone marrow transplant, I heard it's not, not something really dangerous that anybody at any age can do it though. But Brady was concerned about why you want my son to do that. He young, and that alerted Brady. So Victor called in his favor to Teresa, who still got a soft spot for Maggie, and she agreed to do it. So maybe Mackenzie can't be saved. And I thought Brady and Kristen was the father. So how come that test said that Brady wasn't a match and Kristen wasn't a match? So who, baby, did y'all really swap then? Because I was looking forward to Kristen and Brady being a match. Or at least Kristen to be a match. Well, it can be alerted that that might be your child and somebody do some further digging into that. I was looking forward to saying that was Kristen and Mackenzie match, but they didn't match. So who, baby, did y'all really swap? Cause Kristen, well, let's say it like this. If Tay end up matching Mackenzie, that's gonna be an even bigger alarm. How did Brady nor Kristen didn't match. The dad didn't match, but the son matched. Go ahead and get that test. Go ahead, it's all gonna be revealed. Like, I'm sorry, Polly Pocket, you finna find out that your child is not really your child, and they didn't play a switcheroo with somebody else's baby. I thought for sure in my heart of hearts that Kristen and Brady was gonna be a match, either one of the two. I wasn't expecting them not to be a match. My eyes went big when I said, wait, they in a match? I thought they got Chrissy and Brady child. So that wasn't their child, or Victor, Xander, whoever swapped the kids. We'll find out if Tate end up being a match. We'll know for sure that's Kristen and Brady's child. Or Kristen and got pregnant somebody with somebody else's sperm. Like, it's something that stink. Like, how Brady and Kristen wasn't it. If Tate ended up being it, and Kristen got her own eggs, and her and Brady had sex, that meant that was Mackenzie. Well, that was Dave Mackenzie, not Polly Pocket Mackenzie. How and why did Brady or Kristen did? We'll have to wait to see if Tate end up being a match. If Tate is a match, Sutton stink. Sutton really do stink. Or better yet, if he do be a match, we'll know for sure that's Kristen and Brady baby. But if Tate don't be a match, we know Sutton stink, and somebody didn't switch some wrong babies, or Kristen got somebody else's egg pretending like it was her. Because we know Kristen good for, playing with people babies, stealing people babies. So I wouldn't put it past her, because she got pregnant mighty quick, and all of a sudden with them IVF treatments, normally when you do IVF, it takes a while. So how all of a sudden you had sex and now you pregnant? So I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if somebody else, well, Kristen or Dr. Rolf, stole somebody else's egg that wasn't Harvard, I can't even say the word, that wasn't her eggs, and she ended up pregnant with somebody else's and Brady's sperm. We'll find out. I ain't finna go into full out what if and what if yet. Well, what if and what if not right now. We'll do that later on into the video. Well, we'll find out if Tate be a match. Then we'll play around with them. Gabby, at this point, what are you doing? Like, you got everything you want and more from Liney. You embarrassed Liney. You got her man. Why would you be marrying that man? And what makes you think, after all you done did to Liney, you gonna have a happy ending with with Eli? Like, you was kind of pushing the gas a little bit too hard, talking about marriage. I think I would have sat there and not took the marriage route, knowing that most Salem weddings or weddings in Salem never turn out well, including Eli and Lonnie, no thanks to you. So what makes you think you gonna marry Eli? Well, you got Eli. Well, we ain't gonna go that far. You stole Eli from Lonnie. You helped him out when he was grieving over Lonnie. He fell in love with you, which wanted him to, he wanted to marry you. You agreed to marry him, and then of all days, you gonna marry him on Valentine's Day. Now, come on now, Gabby. You don't think you was pushing it a little bit too hard, calling yourself want to marry this man? I'm all for you dating him. I'm all for you throwing it in Lonnie's face. But you don't think you was being a little bit too much extra, calling yourself marrying that man? You don't think that was a little bit too much icing for that cake? You don't think the cake gonna fall over from all that icing? You basically got everything you wanted and more. You was in control of Julie Hart. You could do whatever you wanted to. You had Lonnie on the leash. She then couldn't say nothing or do nothing. You had her man. You could throw it in her face. Now marrying him, You went too far with that. And I ain't gonna give Lana too much. I'm only gonna give her a little bit. I'm gonna give you about 20% for calling her be at her wedding there, or stop right there, you be at her wedding and stopping her. I'm gonna give you 20%. You gonna get the 100 or the other 85% when I see what you gonna do since you didn't stop this wedding. Then we'll play along for there. But that's all the time I got for you, Lion, because like I said, she been playing you all this time for all this time, and all of a sudden now you got balls. No, 20%. That's all you're getting. Unless you do something, 20%. Cause Julie got that new pacemaker. She in control all over again. That pacemaker, that Chinese man or Vietnamese boy that walked in there, that JJ say looked suspicious. She got the new pacemaker in, and it's active. What's stopping her for while she up there with Julie and pressed that button to make Julie hit the floor right there, and then all of a sudden you stop talking. Like, I ain't giving you too much. Not at all. Just cause Julie up there and you got the phone right there in your hand, I'm pretty sure, and she can press that button and make Julie fall out on the floor, and just them 2 seconds with Julie being on the floor, you will shut up and go on about your. That's why I say I ain't giving you too much. We're going to have to see what you going to do, what you got to say, to see if you really going to stop this wedding, and then you might get more. Until then, 20% lining. I ain't learned not to give you too much. And Eli, when it makes sense to you, why that woman did what she did, you owe that woman the biggest apology. You owe that woman the biggest apology, and you need to get on your hands and knees to kiss that woman foot. That woman did this to keep your grandma alive, because you finna marry the same devil with a remote control to your grandma heart, to not playing with your grandma heart, and you gonna know why every time her heart start to race to there, every morning she holding her chest doing like this. You gonna know why. That's if Lonnie play her cards right. Like I said, 20%. That's all she getting until I see what she gonna do. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend and happy Valentine's Day to all y'all out there. Bye.